November 8, 1942. American infantry waded ashore in North Africa.
They carried a secret weapon. Most of them didn't know how to use.
Inside 5,000 crates were the M1 rocket launcher,
soon to be known as the bazooka.
Within 18 months, this simple tube would force the complete reorganization of German tactics.
It would transform American soldiers from tank victims to tank hunters. The transformation began at Aberdeen Proving Ground, May 6, 1942.
Lieutenant Edward Uhl assembled his launcher that morning.
From materials found on site. The sights were fashioned from a coat hanger.
The generals initially paid little attention to Uhl's simple tube.
Tests began with complex, heavy British weapons. Five different spigot mortars fired at a moving tank.
None of them scored a hit. The crews struggled with the complex sighting systems.
Then, Lieutenant Uhl stepped forward. I put the tube on my shoulder, lined up those coat hanger sights,
and squeezed the trigger. The rocket slammed directly into the tank side.
I reloaded in 5 seconds and hit it again.
General Barnes exclaimed, "It looks like Bob Burns's bazooka." Within minutes, Barnes ordered 5,000 units for immediate production.
From improvised prototype to mass production in just 5 months. Each M1 launcher required just 20 pounds of steel. Total cost, $25. The M6 rocket cost $8 each.
a seamless steel tube, 54 inches long, weighing 13 pounds.
2 dry cell batteries in the stock provided electrical ignition.
It could penetrate 4 inches of armor at 300 yards.
It could train a man to use the bazooka effectively in 1 afternoon. This beast needs weeks to master. Two men with a bazooka could go anywhere.
Uh-oh. No training?
The crates were ordered not to be opened until the operation began, and no manuals were included. The after-action report stated soldiers had to figure out the weapon's operation under fire. Many early M6 rockets, damaged by a moisture stir, failed to fire.
The 509th reported that of their first 20 rockets, only 7 functioned.
Despite these problems, the 1st Armored Division recorded success.
Anti-tank team destroyed 2 French Renault tanks. Weapon effective when functioning.
The real turning point came from failure. Kasserine Pass, February 1943. The 10th and 21st Panzer Divisions overran American positions.
They captured vast quantities of equipment, including
5 intact M1 bazookas. They were immediately sent to Berlin.
German engineers analyzed them. Their report concluded, the American rocket launcher represents a simple solution.
Weight 6 kilograms. Production requirements minimal. Effectiveness penetrates 80 millimeters.
This weapon can be mass-produced.
The Germans immediately began developing their own version.
Increasing the warhead diameter from 60 millimeters to 88 millimeters.
The Panzerschreck entered production. Imitation was the highest form of validation.
Operation Husky, July 1943, marked the bazooka's maturation.
U.S. forces now fielded the improved M1A1 and the reliable M6A1 rocket. The most notable success occurred near Biscari.
An 82nd Airborne Bazooka team achieved an extraordinary hit.
On a Tiger tank, penetrating through the driver's vision slot.
While this was exceptional marksmanship, it demonstrated the weapon's potential.
The Hermann Göring Panzer Division's war diary noted.
Enemy infantry equipped with rocket weapons. Tank commanders must exercise increased caution.
The bazooka has given the American infantrymen confidence.
In Sicily, we destroyed 17 German tanks with bazookas.
In Italy, the bazooka evolved into a universal problem solver. The Battle of Ortona, December 1943.
Bazooka teams developed mouse-holing tactics, blowing passages through buildings.
The 1st Canadian Division's diary. American rocket launchers proved invaluable in street fighting. By January 1944, American production reached 20,000 bazookas monthly.
The M9 model had been introduced, featuring a two-piece design and a magneto ignition that eliminated batteries. The weapon had become standard equipment, as common as machine guns.
The proliferation of bazookas forced changes in German armored doctrine.
Training Directive 43/18. Tanks will not operate in urban areas.
Without infantry support. Must maintain 100 meters distance from structures.
German crews began welding extra tracks, sandbags, and concrete. The Zimmerit paste was partially a response to the shape charge threat. D-Day. The bazooka had become integral.
Thousands of bazooka teams were equipped with the latest M9A1.
The dense bocage country of Normandy proved ideal for ambushes. First Army records show that in the 6 weeks following D-Day,
bazookas accounted for 12% of German armored losses in the American sector.
The German tanks became increasingly reluctant to advance in this terrain.
German production records reveal the industrial reality.
The Panzerschreck, while technically superior, weighed 24 pounds and required 18 man-hours to produce.
The M9 bazooka, 15 pounds and only 2.4 man-hours.
By August 1944, America had produced over 400,000 bazookas.
The Americans were outproducing the German copy by nearly 2 to 1.
The German Ardennes offensive provided a severe test. The extreme cold caused battery failures in older M1A1 models.
I destroyed a Panther near Rocherath. The rocket hit the rear engine deck.
18th Airborne Corps records show bazookas destroyed 89 German armored vehicles.
He mounted 6 M9 bazookas on his L-4 observation aircraft.
His combat record, September 20th, 1944. 2 Panther tanks destroyed.
His innovation demonstrated the weapon's versatility.
Final production statistics: 476,628 launchers
and 15,603,000 rockets. System cost: 1 launcher and 10 rockets, $110.
For comparison, one Panther tank, $47,000.
One Tiger tank, $100,000.
This was revolutionary economically.
Army analysis. Bazookas accounted for 12% of tanks destroyed.
This number's probably low. Lots of tanks were abandoned when threatened.
Post-war interrogations revealed the impact.
The bazooka forced fundamental changes in doctrine.
The speed and shock tactics that brought victory were negated.
Guderian acknowledged it invalidated the independent operation of armor.
8,000 units were sent to the Soviet Union, 12,000 to the UK.
In the Pacific, the bazooka proved invaluable.
At Iwo Jima, the 5th Marine Division expended 1,847 rockets. In Korea, the M9A1 proved weak against the T-34.
But the 3.5-inch Super Bazooka was rapidly developed.
They adapted from problem to solution in under 90 days. The bazooka embodied American industrial philosophy.
Assemble time, 2.4 man-hours.
This contrasted sharply with the German philosophy of technical superiority.
Pre-bazooka, the infantryman was a victim.
Post-bazooka, he was a hunter.
His innovation demonstrated the weapon's versatility. Final production statistics: 476,628 launchers, and 15,603,000 rockets.
System cost: 1 launcher and 10 rockets, $110.